This is the Just Steph Show, and I'm your host, Steph Palermo, your Italian Boston girl who's an empath, healer, and all-around seeker of wisdom. Tune in weekly for advice on how to live your best life at work, home, or play so you can feel groovy every day. Hey, it's Just Steph. Everybody has two lives. The second one begins when you realize you only have one. We are second lifers. We're empty nesters, newly single, and those starting over age 3. Your healthy, happy, hip years are just beginning. And today is Thursday. Hello. I kept saying it was Friday. So today is Thursday, and it's dating advice for second lifers, and this is the Just Steph rules of dating. That's right. So I've been thinking about red flags because I think the problem with us, especially, we're either on one side of the pendulum or the other. We either are like, okay, I'm not taking anything at all, and I'll just stay alone for the rest of my life, and we're just like, you're not going to come in here and ruin my life. And I kind of have that a little bit. When I was all settled in my new condo here, just north of Boston, I was like, okay, I don't need anybody messing up my house, literally and figuratively. I'm happy. I'm good. I'll watch a movie on a Saturday night. I don't care. I'll be the third wheel. I'll be the fifth wheel. It doesn't matter. I'm happy. I'm good. But things change. Anyway, so you go from one side of the pendulum and then you swing to the other side where, because you're so lonely or you're ready to jump in, you accept situations that you really would, if you thought about it rationally, you'd be like, why am I, or if somebody else told you the story, you'd be like, why are you dealing with that? Why are you putting up with that? So that's why I want to talk a little bit about red flags, because I want everybody to be true to themselves. I want you to live in your truth, live in your power. And I want you to enjoy your best life, purpose-driven life. And when you're with a partner that supports that and your cup is full already, they're just going to overflow it. It's just more fun. And at this age, it should be just fun. I had this conversation with my mother the other day, about, it really wasn't even, it was about another relationship, not a love relationship. But I said, Mom, you're old. You got to have fun. You should every day say, this is going to be my best day ever. So when you start dealing with red flags with people, you have to, first of all, establish your own boundaries. Like, no, in no uncertain terms, you are not going to do this. And believe me, I've broken my own rules a million times. Okay. And sometimes it works out and sometimes it just doesn't. And you go, why did I do that? But there are some really serious red flags. And last week I talked about hangups, but this week I want to talk about parent issues. And the reason why, even at this age, unless somebody has done extensive work on themselves, they're going to carry forward what they saw and learned in their younger days. And it's those lies of domestication that they bring forward with them. Those lies, that's what Don Miguel Ruiz calls them in the 4 Agreements. It's what the people around us tell us and show us that don't serve us. And it's the way things ought to be or should be. And so a couple of the parental issues I want to bring up is, number one, when it comes to women who are in the dating world, ask your dates how their dad treated their mom, because that's how they will treat you. If a dad, or when a husband mistreats a wife, and it doesn't have to be hitting or anything brutal, it could be very subtle and sublime, and it just sinks in, and that's even worse because you don't even know it's happening. So when a dad ignores a mother, snickers at her, doesn't help, if she says, she needs help with something, he just ignores, he lords it over her with money or with whatever power that she owes him. And at this age group, the second lifer age group, this is it happens more so than not. And it's really an abusive way to live. And so you want to ask, how did your dad treat your mom? And then the other one is, for the opposite side, for the men, how, you know, you also want to ask those questions for men, asking how, what was going on in your family, just, and you don't have to be that blunt. It can be just like nice conversation. And when you're talking about it and you're talking about what it was like you'll get an idea that the mom was, if the mom was an addict or an alcoholic, it's very hard for a young girl to learn how to nurture and to take on that mothering. So because naturally we're mothers, whether it's with our, physical, biological children or with the people around us, we're natural, caregivers. That's what we do. We care about ourselves. We care about others. We care about the people in our lives. And young girls who are raised by alcoholics and or addicts as moms have a hard time understanding how to care and what their role is. And it's the same thing. It depends on what you see. And sometimes we take on the other role. We don't do to the other person, but we are the receivers. So parental issues are a big deal with significant others. You want to kind of talk about those things early on. Just have like a very casual conversation. Oh, when I was growing up, this is what we did, and then that will get your date talking about what went on in their lives, and you'll get an idea. Spend a lot of time talking, just getting to know each other, and then you'll hear and you'll go do, red flag. Watch for this. Watch for this. So I was just watching this TikTok the other night. It was a 3 or 4 parter about this girl with a rare disease and rare disorder, and how her marriage ended. And she was at dinner with her husband, her ex-husband, and his parents. And she was every time that she tried to say something, he shushed her, her husband. And she realized at that moment, that was exactly what her father-in-law did to the mother-in-law. And I thought, there it is. So she ended up divorcing him. But, but the thing is you've got to understand that unless somebody has done extensive work on themselves, they're going to carry this stuff forward. So I hope that if you're watching this, say hi. And if you're, watching the replay, #replay, and say hi so I can shout out to you. And really, I'm going to pull a grace card for you because I got to jump on to another. I'm going to speak in a group in a minute. Let's see. Rest. It's so funny because this morning my message from the universe to my group was rest in the arm of God. Hi, Kim. Okay, so it says rest. Take a mental break. A quiet mind has direct access to wisdom and insight. Okay, someone said, hey, lady, it only says Facebook user, so tell me your name. You must be watching from one of my groups that Restream doesn't allow. Look at that. The lights are shining on it. Okay. Take a mental break. A quiet mind has direct access to wisdom and insight. So, hey, all right, everybody. So I'm going to run. I hope you have a great Thursday. It's going to snow tonight here in Boston. Snow day tomorrow. Yay. Jimmy wants to make pizza. I said, all right, I'll let you. Isn't that terrible? I'm just a control freak in the kitchen. No, I'm not really, but I just like to do it. I love to cook. But I'm going to let him do it. Okay, everybody, have a great Thursday. Tomorrow I'll be back with Love Card Friday. So take a risk, be vulnerable, share your heart and love always. Know I love you all. Wishing you love, balance, and peace. Ciao, ciao, baby. I love you. I do.
Thanks for tuning in to the Just Steph Show. I really care about you, your happiness, and helping you make great choices for your life. So tune in next week for more wisdom from me. In the meantime, follow me on my Just Steph Facebook page, on Twitter @Steph Palermo. My Instagram account is JustSteph1, and subscribe to my YouTube channel, Steph Palermo. See you next week. Ciao, ciao, baby.